Okay, as requested by somebody on one of my video comments, they asked me to show on a video how to make a Whirlybird pendant, just like this. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's basically just a 4-in-1 strip made up of small rings and large rings wrapped around, and then with a large ring put through all the small rings on both sides. And the best way to help keep its shape is by putting an object in the middle of it, like this one here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. What you need is you need 12 open ring, or actually 14 open rings. In this case, these are 14 gauge 3/8 sized rings. And then you need 24 closed rings that are, in this case, 18 gauge 1/4 inch rings. And this is how you start. Basically, you start off by making what I showed you. It's a strip of 4-in-1 going around the whole thing, using about 10 of these rings is how you judge how long you need to make the chain. So basically, if you know anything about 4-in-1, all you do is you take a ring, stick 4 small closed rings onto it. I don't know if I mentioned this, but all the big rings are open, all the small rings are closed, and you close it like that. And then you take 2 rings and you spread them open so they're flat like that, and then you take a ring and you go back through one, forward through the other, slide 2 more rings on, 2 more small rings, and close. And you repeat over and over. Just like so. And this is the boring part of the video, but oh well. Just like that. I probably should have prepared a string of this before the video, but oh well. Okay, so now, actually you only use 9 of them. This is what you wind up with. A chain just like that. 4-in-1 strip. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take another open ring and you're going to run it through all of the small rings on one side. Okay. And then before you close this ring, you want to add 2 more of these small rings onto it. And then you close it. Now you have a little sort of ring shape. And you're going to put the object in the middle, and then you're going to wrap it up around. But first, before that, let's add the second ring onto it. So you take another big ring, and you put it through all of the small rings on the outside now. Just like you did before on the other big ring, going through all the small rings. One sec, I'm going at this all wrong. Let's see. Sometimes helps when you hold the ring you're weaving through with your pliers, and then you put the small rings on one at a time. And once you have those on, once again you're going to add the last 2 small rings on right now. And it's going to get a little tight for pliers here, but just grab really hard and pull. And now you have the hollowed out beginnings of a whirlybird. And this little hole on the side right here is where you stick the object in. Well, that object isn't going to work. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, let's get something I can use. Okay. We're going to use this green bead. You just slide it inside of the whirlybird. Shifting the rings around a little bit so that they will go around it. And then once you have it inside like that, you're going to finish weaving through all of these extra rings that you put on the outside to close it up with these last few big rings. So just like this. Okay. Like that. Close the ring. Put another one through. I'll put the last ring in, which is usually the hardest part of this whole thing, is the last ring. And this ring, at this point, it'll get so tight that you might not be able to get both pliers on there, so you'll just have to squeeze with one pair of pliers, and then work it so that the ends come together the right way. And there you go. A simple Whirlybird Cabochon. And it only took 10 minutes.